Hello, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who is Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The other day, my friend, I'll just leave his name as Jacob, okay? Not his real name. So Jacob just called me up and he was pretty disturbed. And I asked him what's wrong. And normally Jacob doesn't talk to me unless, there is something really important. So he was pretty disturbed and he said, man, what's the point of all this? Why be working in the Middle East and all that. So, just listening to him, I knew that he wanted to empty himself. And, I just let him talk. After he went on for some time, I asked him what's wrong. He told me about this incident that took place in a meeting boardroom. Apparently, the sales manager of the company, it's a pretty famous company, it's a big company, where sales is a driving force. So this guy, who is apparently the sales manager of the region, he stood up to give a presentation, and as he was talking, it seems he just, stopped and collapsed. He just fell on the table, and everyone was shocked, and they administered, they checked him out and then called the ambulance, and before you know it, he was pronounced dead. Now, obviously, there was an autopsy and all that, and they said he died due to heart failure. Now, the cause for all this was stress, because he had blood pressure, he had diabetes, and that's why he died. The sad fact of the story is, sad part of the story is, he has two young sons and he has a wife. Now, apparently, nobody is there to take care of the wife because she was a housewife, and he has two boys, and now they need to fend for themselves. And as per UAE rules, the Middle East rules, if one person dies and their bank account is in their name, you cannot access that bank account, so you lose all the money. So obviously she lost all the money. She can't access none of his money. And now she and her children they have 1 month because their visa will get cancelled and they're sent back home. So as usual, she asked everyone for help, and some people were charitable, some people ignored it, most of them didn't bother. And now there is a new sales manager. So my friend was saying that, how heartless the system is, that, you can be replaced so easily. And this is the reality of life, you can't help it. But the part that I want to highlight is, the part that I want to bring is not about stress at the workplace. Rather, I want to highlight the fact that, think about it, just think about it. Every day you wake up, you're waking up to an alarm clock because you have to report to the office on time. And this job that you're going for is not something that you dreamed about. It's not the life that you wanted. You drive in the traffic, which is completely stressful. You go to the office surrounded by colleagues that you don't like, report to a boss that you don't like. You're selling a product and service which maybe you're not passionate about, and whole day you're dealing with stress, dealing with stupid customers and idiots. People will give you shit. And whole day it's either driving around or trying to get a parking or trying to go for a meeting. And before you know it, lunchtime, and then it's time to go home. You drive back in the traffic, which is completely stressful. And then you reach home, you're completely exhausted. And by the time you know it, you just have a few minutes to spend with your kids and you sleep. You do this 5 days a week or 6 days a week. Once a week, you go for shopping with your family, go for a movie, go to eat food, and that's what we call family time. Now, I know it is easy for me to talk, but at some point in my life, I decided I didn't want to live this life. This is not the way I wanted to live. I mean, what's the point? Seriously, tell me, what's the point of living your life on someone else's terms? Now, obviously, there is this question, okay, Loy, what do you want me to do? Just resign from my job and do what? That's not my problem, and I don't have solutions to your incompetence. you need to plan out your life. You need to plan out what the fuck you want to do with your life. So let's say, for example, you feel, oh shit, this is not the life I want to live. That I don't want to work for someone. Then you need to find out what you can do, what service you can provide, what are you good at, that people would pay you some money. If you don't want to stay in a particular country, you have to have a plan of action. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to leave this country at, within so many years, or this is my target for savings, and this is how I'll earn some money, by spending less, by not taking a bank loan, by not taking a car loan, by not taking expensive toys, by not living far beyond my means. I'll live within my means. I'll live like a miser if I need to. So, these are the goals you need to make, and this is how you need to survive and sustain. You cannot expect, a one-stop solution, or you cannot expect easy solutions, man. And then saying, oh, I don't know what to do, it's so easy for you to talk. No, it's not fucking easy for me to talk. I took a risk. I'm come here in the middle of, a forest. I have my brand that is online. I took a risk. There's so many chances of me to fail. Even today, it's not easy. Yes, I do make money online, but there are ups and downs. But I can tell you one thing without a doubt. I am living my life on my terms. I get up when I like, I sleep when I like, I deal with whom I like, I charge them how much I want, and I'm constantly investing in my brand, my creativity, and my services. And it's challenges. There are challenges which there are ups and downs, but it's fun. I'll tell you, I'm enjoying my life, because every day I get up, I see my baby, I see my wife, I sit in front of my iMac, I read my books, I educate myself, I go to exercise, I create content. I love my life. I'm enjoying it. So all I'll tell you is, there's no solution, one single solution for everyone. But you need to find a solution. You need to figure it out. You need to fight it out. Okay? If the life that you're living is not the life that you want, then it's high time you make the change. You give yourself a deadline, and you start working towards that deadline. Moaning and groaning is not going to help you. If you don't like a job and you continue with that job and you don't change the job, it's not going to help you. If you don't like a relationship and you stick in that relationship, it's not going to help you. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to develop new skills. You need to put yourself out there. You need to market yourself. You need to sell yourself. You need to make new friends, new connections. You need to reinvent yourself. You need to get yourself a mentor. All the stuff that I keep telling you. So this is what I would say. Remember, you just have one life, just one. Make it worth living. Because I'll tell you, sooner or later, one fine day, you'll just realize, man, fuck, I'm getting old. Time is running out. What the fuck am I doing? Is this the way I want to live? And eventually you will lose your job. Eventually you will be unemployed. Eventually you will be old, and then you'll ask yourself, what the fuck did I do, man? Don't wait so long that you finally look at yourself in the mirror and say, fuck, what did I do? Where did those years go? It'll be too late. And don't depend on your children. Don't depend on anything. Just depend on yourself. I would just say, follow the mantra that, live every day as if it was your last, so that you know that you're living life to the best. So live from Machedo.com, who's Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Let me know your thoughts. Always read your comments. Like the video, thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. This is me signing off for now. Take care.